Three guys walk into a bar.
Welcome back, bar crawlers. Welcome to Three Guys Walk Into a Bar. As always, I am Rob.
I'm Charlie.
And I am Nathan.
So excited to have you here. Gentlemen, how's your week gone?
It's all right. I've got a perforated eardrum. So.
I'm here again. So
Nathan has had car issues, so we're just,
Yeah.
we're here. He's having a drink. Things will go well. Gonna have some good conversation. So we're going to get started, guys. We got another wonderful listener email today from, this is local. We have it from Jennifer here in Noblesville, so just like 10 minutes away, which is wonderful. Jennifer is asking, if our life was a movie, what genre would it be? Who would play us? And who would be our co-stars?
Nathan, let's hear what you got to say.
So, okay. My genre, I feel, is actually just kind of more of a director. This director has a very unique style. It'd be Wes Anderson.
Okay. Ooh, dark
great
comedy.
choice.
Dark comedy.
The actor that I would like to play me is Harrison Ford, but not Harrison. But not.
Which era?
No, we're not talking about Harrison
this
Ford
animated?
when he's my age. We're talking about Harrison Ford right now.
Oh.
I think him and I have a very similar
You're like wise old man at 23.
general lack of interest about most things. So I think him and I are pretty similar. I think he can nail me. It's probably not much of a range for him.
You don't have a whole lot of range.
And then for my co-star, I'd probably pick Ana de Armas because she's a queen. So
Okay. So she's playing your life partner, of course.
yes. She can play. Yes.
Do you have a best friend that's going to be joining you in this? Does Harrison Ford have best friends?
Other than Chewbacca?
Yeah. Does he?
No.
Okay. So loner. I like it. He's a loner. Okay. Cool. I like it. Is there do you have a title? You don't have to have a title.
Ooh, I don't. You're
No,
really
I didn't create
you give
one
me
either.
3 prompts to figure out before.
This was our moment for improv, and we failed.
Yeah, awful at it.
Charlie, yeah, what do you have?
So I went, to be fair, comedy or a dramedy. Depends on how
I
we
like
see
dramedy,
it.
yeah.
Dramedies are good too. Who's going to play me is going to be James Roday.
I don't know who the hell James Roday is.
That is the lead guy from Psych. Sean.
Okay, yeah.
Hilarious. I think it was between him and Zach Braff because they both have my similar comedy styles.
Okay.
But I went with James Roday because I feel like he was a little more refined. For the person playing my wife would be Emma Stone.
Of course. Redhead, too.
Yeah.
Nice.
You got to stick with the redheads.
Yeah.
And then instead of a best friend, I went with my older brother. Yeah. And he is either going to be played by Mike Birbiglia, just because he's hysterical, or Jonah Hill.
Complete
Very,
opposite.
very different.
Yeah.
I was going a little bit more on the looks. My brother's a little bit larger than me.
Okay.
But still as hilarious. And I think both of those actors have a very good range with their comedy.
Oh, Jonah Hill has more range than people ever give him credit
Absolutely.
for. He's great. So, okay. Did you have a title? I don't have one either.
Why are you asking these questions then, Rob?
I meant these.
What the hell?
I just seeing if you had anything or not.
My life should
All my
never
research
be
was
made
done
into a
last
movie.
week.
This is
Last week was all my research.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Charlie's done for the month.
What about you, Rob?
So I'm same with you on dramedy. So actually, I was trying to think of like a good genre to have, and all I could think of was Dazed and Confused. Not because I'm just going to sit around and get high all day, but because I actually looked up like how IMDb describes this movie, like the actual plot of it, and it is a bunch of kids from junior high and high school enjoy their last day of school in the summer of '76. There's no plot line. It's just people living their life. So I'd probably go dramedy.
Similar to Freaks and Geeks.
Yeah, Freaks and Geeks. Same idea. Just people hanging out, living life, because it's going to be a guy who's married with a kid who lives in Fishers, and this is his day.
Exciting. I want to see it right now.
So as we all know, I'm like a 9 or a 10, like a super handsome devil.
Okay.
So to play me, we can't have the ugly guys. So no Zac Efrons, no Ryan Goslings, no Ryan Reynolds. Got to get those uggos out of here. I'm gonna let you guys pick.
Oh,
I have options though, so
Okay.
it's multiple choice.
all right.
Good.
We're gonna start with either John C. Reilly,
Okay.
Steve Zahn.
Steve Zahn. Who's that?
So
Okay. Are we surprised?
Sahara. There you go. That's who it is.
Sahara, Strange Wilderness, Saving Silverman.
Strange Wilderness got me.
Oh, there you
Okay,
go. Okay,
cool.
awesome. And then Jack Black. So I'm gonna give you guys, let you guys.
You're not as like.
Nah,
in
he's
your face
intense.
as Jack Black.
Yeah, he's intense.
So I would have gone John C. Reilly.
No, you're a Steve
Steve
Zahn.
Zahn?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
100%.
100%.
I think your wit is what makes me think John C. Reilly.
Also, I think that would be a really good performance from Steve Zahn too.
Oh my gosh! You know what? We're gonna have both of them in there. One playing me earlier in life, and one playing me later in life, since they're an age difference.
I'll accept it.
Or it would be better if from scene to scene it just switches actors
And no one knows.
No one says anything.
They have
about
like a
it.
good half a foot height difference too. No one will know.
Well, no. In a scene, you need to reach something on the top shelf, so they switch out one actor, and then put the other one in.
I'm short. So, and then we're going to have just a couple best friends, because why not? And these are people I just want to hang out with. So Conan O'Brien and Paul Rudd are going to tag along.
Paul
Very
Rudd.
cool.
Because
Very cool.
I love me some Paul Rudd.
Right? Oh my gosh. I just got to have them there. And then I'm going to be married to Emma Watson.
Ooh, another Emma.
Another Emma. We're bringing Emma back here. So, so Emma Watson.
Very cool.
Now, Jennifer, since you've learned a lot about our lives here, I have a question just for you guys. If we were to make our lives into any genre we wanted, let's get fictitious here. I just have a question about one genre for you. How do you think, how quickly do you think you would get annoyed if your life was a musical?
I don't think I would get annoyed at all.
Like at all?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so would you want it to be a musical where you sing every word, or where it's talking and then songs
I would want it
sporadically?
to be much like the episode of Scrubs where it's my musical,
Okay.
where it's one person who hears the music, and every time they're not in the room,
So you want
Normal.
like a specific, like a brain injury?
Yeah.
That's what
you
I'm
know,
gathering.
as long as it doesn't kill me.
She was fine.
She survived.
So
She missed the music,
she did.
but who doesn't miss the music?
Because we saw Hamilton finally. I don't know if
I
we're
still
late.
haven't watched it.
It's
I want
it's
to
good.
so
It's very
bad.
long, but it's good. I didn't realize it was singing the whole time. There was no
Yeah.
word. It was just the whole time. And I was wondering if my life every day, everything we spoke was just singing. How long before I'd be like, all right, I'm kind of over this.
Is this all you know? All you've known?
I guess it's all you know. Yeah, I guess that's their
you
life.
get used
Yeah.
to it.
Oh man.
It's kind
You
of
would get used to
depressing.
it.
But yeah, but then it would lose the magic.
Do you think musicals, let's go with Grease? Do you
Okay.
think after Danny Zuko and all them sang Grease Lightning, a day later, do you think they were whistling it in their head? Or do you think the song doesn't exist anymore to them?
I don't know if the song exists anymore. I feel like the song exists as a conversation.
Oh. Because the car didn't exist. They had a brand new car, and then the car went away to the old beat up one.
Flew away into the sky.
That was later.
I know.
Interesting. Okay, cool. Awesome. Well, Jennifer, thank you for the awesome question. You guys can keep them coming. Be sure to email us if you have any questions, want to learn a little bit more about our lives. It's 3 men walk into a bar, the number 3 men walk into a bar at gmail.com. Be sure to like, share, review, subscribe, follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. We like to interact with all of you guys as much as we can. Just really enjoy it. So we've been back to work for 3 weeks now. And I will say it was good to see people, but man, I'm kind of already over over some customers.
I miss showing up to work and not having to deal with people.
See, you guys are over it already. I still haven't gone back yet.
Yeah.
No,
So I'm still, I'm at 4 months now of being at home.
with your wonderful dog and cat and wife.
You're not. Well, my wife's been working, so.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh,
You know.
sugar mama. Nice.
Right?
Well done. Well done.
Technically, the government's my sugar mama right now with the unemployment checks.
Oh, nice. Good for them. Good for them. Thank you, government. Thank you. But I will definitely say that. So, we're doing a lot more payments over the phone now. People do carry out, things of that nature, and they just got to read their credit card off to us, which is fine and dandy. But the pattern in which, so everyone listening, you're going to do this pretty much from here until the end of the year. Now, if you're doing a carry out, they're going to ask for a credit card payment over the phone. So when they ask you to read the card number, follow this pattern, please. It's written on the card. There's even separation for you. It's da 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 da, and so on all the way through the card. Okay, please. 4 numbers,
Each
4
segment
numbers,
at
4
a
numbers.
time.
Each segment. Because right now we got people giving us like da 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 da. And I'm like, I have no idea where I'm at. I have
Right?
no idea.
I
what you
lost
just said to
track
me. Yeah.
2 does ago.
2 does ago. Or people call in the same every week, like they've called in the same day, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you guys are doing that. I completely forgot. Let me go get my card." And it's like, we've been doing this. You know this.
No.
And then, we have to know beforehand whether it's a Visa, MasterCard, American Express, or whatever, and we'll ask what kind of card is this, and they'll say, "Oh, it's a credit card.
That doesn't help me at all.
It's a Chase card."
Chase debit.
Yeah.
I don't
What does it
care.
say in the corner of your card? Please tell me. Yeah, I don't have any, because I'm not back to work, I don't have any current stories about work, but I do have some really good old ones for us
Ooh.
today. I've got 2, and they were back when I worked at a pizza place. And one of them was a group of, I think it was like 7 people, 3 kids and 4 adults. And they were sitting at the table, and all servers have that line that they give. We all know it. You give it every time. But mine, when there are adults and kids there, is something along the lines of, "All right, tequila shots for the table."
Ah, nice.
And then the adults
yes.
look around and they're like, "There's kids here." And I'm like, "All right, cool." And then I walk away. I did this once. I walked away, went to the bar, got 7 shot glasses, filled them with lemonade and iced tea to look like a tequila
Oh,
shot,
nice.
and brought them back to the table. And I go, "All right, guys, 7 tequila shots." And the parents just stared at me. And I just waited for a second. I said, you guys said you wanted tequila shots, right?" And they're like, "They can't." They just didn't know what to say. And I'm like, "No, it's just Arnold Palmer's, basically." And they were like, "Oh, okay." And I think they were just awkward about it, because they were like, "Okay, cool." I'm like, all right, bye. I'll let you guys think about what you want for lunch.
Similar story. I was also at a pizza place, and so I was carrying the pizza out there, and life happened. A single slice fell off.
Oh, that's the worst.
It sucks. It happens. I still bring the pizza, leave that slice off, and I set it down, and they look at it. They know a slice is missing, and I go, "That's our brand new Pac-Man pizza. We're just trying it out." They just stared at me.
That's so good.
I know. They just stared at me, and I'm like, "Oh, well, my comedy's wasted on you, I see." Still nothing back. So I know. So it's okay. We remade them like a kid version of that slice that was
you go.
missing
Yeah,
and gave it
just
to
a small
them. But literally just stared at me like, "I don't go away from me now, please."
Right.
When you tell a joke to a table and they don't laugh,
It's awkward.
it's the most awkward thing in the world.
Oh gosh, you feel it in your stomach.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, gross. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I actually have one more real quick before we move on, and it was a gripe I had, less a story, more a gripe. I had a table that I worked really hard for, as most servers tend to work hard for every table, but I worked really hard for this table. They weren't giving me anything in return. They didn't talk really. They were one of those quiet tables, which you just play off of, and you go to that table a little bit less and try to be less personable, just because they don't want it.
They weren't deaf, were they?
No.
Oh, okay, good. Okay.
I know sign language anyway.
Oh,
so.
good for you.
But after the meal, they left and I was like away from the table when they were doing it, but I went back to the table and I saw that they had not tipped me a single dime.
Ooh.
It was like a $70 check.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Not tipped me a single dime. And then later I came to find out that they gave the host whom they knew $10 as a tip. And I was like, I was so baffled by that. I've never had that happen before or after. And I just was blown away.
Did they want the host to give it to you, or they were
No,
legitimately
it was for her. It was for the host.
But why wouldn't they still bring you money because you're working for them?
Who knows?
Oh, gosh.
They were those kind of people. And I'm like, what? Why are you this rude? I just don't get it.
Okay,
Like,
so
leave me $1.
Oh, anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know if I'd want $1. I think that would be worse.
That's honestly more insulting.
Yeah, that'd be worse.
Right. Still, leave me something.
Right.
Leave me a 10% tip.
Because then you have to tip out on that
Right,
$70.
'cause I just lost money on that.
Yeah. Ah, the worst.
I was so mad.
So speaking of like when you're like talking to a table and you get nothing out of it, and you just feel awkward, you know?
Yeah.
So this is over a decade ago. So I was a senior in high school. We went to Ellis Island. This is a band trip. We went to New York. And so we're at Ellis Island and we're just visiting there, trying to get a good idea. You know, just never been there. That's what we're doing. So 2 people are supposed to be there. One is Coach K, head coach Duke basketball, which I was like going crazy for. I was like, oh my gosh, Coach K's here. I'm a big Duke fan. So pumped. And turns out he just sent like a representative, which is fine. Whatever. Like, I don't blame him. He's busy. The other person that was there, though, was legendary baseball manager Tommy Lasorda.
Do you know who that is, Charlie?
That name sounds like a name I may have heard sometime in my life.
He has one of my favorite pictures on the internet ever, which I'll pull it up in a second, but you want to tell your story first?
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah. So Tommy Lasorda was he was a manager of baseball for years. He's most famous for the Dodgers, won a World Series with them, things of that nature. So me and a couple of friends who were there, we played baseball at the time too, and we had these pullovers that said for the high school baseball team, that kind of thing. One of the parents went to one of his reps and was like, hey, there are some high school kids there that play baseball, would love to just say hi to Tommy, you know. And so rep talks to him. Tommy comes over to us. We're all excited. We're like, holy crap, this is Tommy Lasorda. He's going to come talk to us. So we're standing there, and he comes over and he's like, guys, I just want to tell you one thing. When you get back to your apartment or to your hotels tonight, be sure to get down on your knees and pray for Tommy Lasorda and the Dodgers. And then he left. He just left.
So odd. Of all the things
we
that
literally
he could say.
We were all like,
Okay, Tommy.
thanks.
Mr. Lasorda.
Thanks, Tom.
This is a picture of him.
Oh my
Just
gosh.
throwing some straight heaters. We'll probably tweet this picture out, but it is basically a 65 plus year old Tommy Lasorda just throwing straight heaters on the pitching mound.
That's
That's
much
crazy.
leathery
Pitching
skin.
mound. Yeah.
so much skin.
Just leather. He's got kind of abs though in there. I'll give him credit for
I
that.
mean, he's putting a lot of oomph into that. His baseball.
He's got a lot of effort behind that one.
So Jennifer got to know us a little bit more earlier today with talking about our life movie, what it would be, things of that nature. So we're going to just share a little bit more information. I feel like you guys need to know more about us. We talk all the time about, pop culture, life, things of that nature. But you don't really know about Nathan, Rob, Charlie. So today we're going to talk about our ultimate concert. So we're going to put together an opener, mid-act, and a headliner. And we're going to do exact year of this artist or band. And you're going to get to know a little bit more about just who we are, who we enjoy as a band. And really, yeah, just kind of introduce ourselves more to the audience. Charlie, do you want to start?
Let's do it. Let's do it where we each reveal our opener and then go.
Oh my
All right.
gosh, the
All right.
excitement. Okay.
My opener, and this won't really be a surprise to you guys, is 2007 Yellow Card.
Oh,
Really?
Just after their Ocean Avenue time, when they've got Way Away, Lights and Sounds, the whole Paper Walls album. It's just fantastic.
I'm learning now that they had more songs than Ocean Avenue.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is your list, and I'm not disparaging that. But out of any band, like you can pick any band, I'm just very surprised that Yellow Card is one of your favorites.
Yellow Card is definitely one of my favorite bands,
Yeah.
Especially their newer albums. A little bit later in life were very helpful through dark times for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this band at that time fits the whole rest of my playlist when you hear the rest of my,
okay.
of my set.
Okay.
May I go next?
Sure, go for it.
So similar into him, where for my opener, I picked my favorite as opposed to what would be like just amazing to see.
Yeah.
So I actually went with OAR, and I'm going to go with Right Now because they just put out an album even last year that has some great songs on it. But OAR is number one. It's me and my wife's favorite band. We actually had our first dance to Peace by them. And anything that has like
that makes more sense. I was
There you
listening
go.
like, like guys, did you not understand the best concert you could put together? And we're starting with Yellow Card and OAR. But
Yep.
the fact that you
Well,
had your
it's
first
the
dance with your
headliner.
wife.
Yeah,
too,
they're
so.
the opening
the
act.
opener. This is
You want to hear my opener?
Oh, gosh.
Beastie Boys.
It's a great opener.
Yeah, but they're like they could headline their own shows. Anyway,
I've never heard
specific
of
year
them.
though. 1998 because that was the year they dropped the album that included Intergalactic and then everything before that, which is like their best song. So
and they're all still alive.
no, they're not.
Well, no, but 1998.
Oh
they
yeah,
are.
exactly. Yeah. It's like, right.
Yeah, 1998 they are.
They're still
They're not.
they're still in their all in their prime too.
Oh, absolutely.
Share that energy.
So
on stage.
true story about the not the rock and roller coaster. I forget what they call it. They have a new roller coaster at Universal Studios where you can actually pick a song that you listen to individually as you go over. And I did Sabotage.
Nice.
And it was like,
I bet that
Nice.
was crazy for a
on
roller
the,
coaster.
on the way up, it just like the dan 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 dan, and then as you head over the top, it's just them yelling, "Wow, can't see." Yeah, just over the. Oh, it's so good.
Have you guys seen Star Trek Beyond?
No,
It's the third
I
of
have
the new
not
trilogy.
seen the third one.
Oh, okay. So the end of the movie basically.
I'm assuming they used a Beastie
is-
Boys song.
Yes,
because
it's
they did for the other
Sabotage
two.
as well. This is
Oh,
why I
okay,
bring it up.
yeah.
It involves them taking the Enterprise and surfing it on a wave of robots in space to the song Sabotage.
That's
It is
so cool.
bonkers.
a wave of
A wave
robots?
of like it's either robots or like some alien mechanism type thing, but it's literally they're just
Oh, that's so
cool. Now I have to see that
so
movie.
cool.
I know.
It's worth it just for that one scene alone.
Oh my gosh. Charlie, who's in the middle here? Who's after the greatness of Yellow Card?
So my second one is a really, really great ska band, but I've heard that they are so good live, and that's Goldfinger.
Oh, nice.
But it's 2005 Goldfinger, so it's the album after Superman.
Okay.
So they've got Superman, but they've also got Spokesman, Damaged. What was the other one I had? Open Your Eyes.
Nathan is
you
like
guys
so
don't-
dumbfounded.
I'm not even in the same stratosphere as you guys. What's your second one? What's your second one? Freaking some indie band from.
Mine's
down the
1992 Pearl Jam.
Okay, there we go. We're back on track. We're back. On
This
track.
is
Why are you hating on my song?
No, you can pick any band ever.
yeah. This is his concert.
This is my
We are
Right.
the audience is learning about us today,
That's
sir.
true, that's
They're
true.
learning about us. So for me, the reason I picked this one is Pearl Jam has great albums after the 10 album. I don't want to hear them though live. If I'm going to go to a Pearl Jam, I want to see them I want to see them in peak Pearl Jam looking gross form before Eddie Vedder had a beard. And then also just play songs from 10.
Yeah.
Vitology is great, Versus is great. All those they're fun, but I just want to hear 10. Like that's all. So I'm gonna go 92 Pearl Jam as my right in the middle.
Very good. Me, Elton John. But right
Oh,
now.
man. Just the Lion
See,
King
like your
soundtrack.
concert's all over the place. That's what I'm like. Your concert's going to be like super upbeat, and then
Yeah.
Elton John's there.
Elton John's got some bangers.
He's got some, but like
Saturday
that
Night
croc-
All Right for
not
Fight.
that
That Crocodile Rock.
Yeah.
That Crocodile Rock, man. I tell you.
No, I want to see him right now because I feel like, well, one, you get every single song because he's,
Yeah.
That was tempting to go
Hotel.
current of every
right.
band,
And
just because-
he still got it. I mean, before all this, before everything closed, he was
Right.
going on like a
He was going on-
2-year-long
yeah.
tour.
Oh, he's killing it.
I really wanted to go to that tour too.
Yeah, me too. And well, so it was originally scheduled in Indiana, and then he got sick. So then they postponed it, and then something else happened, and then they postponed it again, and then COVID happened, so then they postponed it again. So it still hasn't happened yet. So I'm
There's
holding out
time.
hope.
There's
I'm
time.
holding out hope.
Oh, you can make this happen. Charlie, I'm so pumped to hear your headliner now.
So my headliner is my all-time favorite band,
That's good. That's a good answer.
and it is The Used.
So what?
The Used. Again, we had different tastes in music. Man.
Get that.
I did 2007 The Used.
oh, that year?
Yeah.
I'm not even going to read off. Listen, Rob, if I know anything about them, that was their best year. It was 2007.
But yeah, so I think all those went together fairly well.
I do want to hear 07 The Used. I don't want to, I feel like we're skipping you, and I don't want to do that.
It's right at their Lies for Liars album. So like you've got Hospital, you've got Bird and the Worm, and then you've got their earlier stuff like All That I've Got, and Taste of Ink, which was great.
Okay. My headliner is, after listening to OAR and after listening to Pearl Jam, we're going to go listen to 2002 Eminem.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, your guys' concerts don't match up at all.
It's all white people, so it's fine. We're all white people,
exactly,
so it's fine. So I actually have a story. So I went to this is the Eminem show, Marshall Mathers LP, Slim Shady LP. So anything, that's the year all that was said. I actually went to the Eminem show concert in 2002. It was my first ever concert. So there was Exhibit, Ludacris, Papa Roach, and then Eminem. True fun story about this concert. So I was with my brother-in-law at the time. He was I think he was 17 or 18 years old, drove me there. And we're actually sitting in seats and not out in the lawn. He taps me on the shoulder and he just points in the distance. And I look up, and a good 60 yards away, I see my first non-televised pair of boobs.
There you go. That made that concert, right? Most memorable concert ever.
I hope one day that this fine person who's probably in her mid-40s with kids, a wonderful, like all these things, comes into our restaurant to pick up a carry-out order, and I just look and I look down and I'm like, I know those.
You nod. She nods back. No words are exchanged, but you both know.
We know. I was like,
do you hope this happens to your son one day?
Yeah, absolutely. I hope my brother-in-law, who's going to be like 50, takes him to an Eminem concert and just taps him on the shoulder. And that same woman, who will be 60 by then. So Nathan, who's headlining? Can I take a guess?
Yeah.
Is it Foreigner?
It's not.
Oh, that's your favorite band.
Yes. Foreigner was a tough exclusion. They would have been my opener, but I figured, I do enjoy rap a good amount, and even though Beastie Boys are more rock rap, but I wanted to include them. Anyway, my headliner. Let me ask you a question first. Does it need to be a year that they were currently touring, or can it just be a year that they existed?
This is just your year. This is all you.
The Beatles, 1970.
Oh.
That was the year that they released Let It Be.
Yeah.
And so
Fantastic.
That's right before they broke up.
Yeah, they have everything.
I looked it up, their last US tour was 1966, and that's before like Sgt. Pepper's, before all their later stuff, which is just as good, if not better than, their early stuff. So
yeah.
I'm going to ruin his concert, but they're only going to play Ringo songs.
Hey, almost
damn it, Ringo.
We'll just do a quick rundown here. Charlie, what was your concert again?
So my concert was 2007 Yellow Card, 2005 Goldfinger, and 2007 The Used.
Awesome. I have a modern day OAR, 1992 Pearl Jam, and 2002 Eminem.
Mine is Beastie Boys, 1998, Elton John, as he is right now, and then the Beatles from 1970.
Oh, going to be a good time. We're going to stick with the music theme as we kind of go forward here, guys. We're going to do a tier list, and we're going to go from serious stuff to now we're going to tier list some cartoon theme songs.
Woo!
Boing.
One of those old school Nickelodeon.
I'm very excited because I got a little bit of flack because when I make my tiers, I don't correlate them with what we're talking about. So
It's just more fun that way, man.
I know. So this is like 100% dad joke pun all the way through.
I'm so ready to hear these.
So let's start. We'll start for the bottom. Okay. The bottom is Back to the Drawing Board. Next.
Okay.
Next one up, Sketchy at Best. Oh, I'm laughing because I never said...
You've never said them out loud? Oh, God. He's laughing at his own dad jokes, and it's great. Everybody, just so at home, just so you know, he is crying right now.
Right in the
Okay.
right in the middle is it draws
making it through this.
Sorry, guys, we had to cut out there. There was about 5 to 10 minutes of laughter, so we just had to compose ourselves, and we're back now.
Yeah.
So in the middle of the list, we have "It Draws My Attention."
Okay.
All right, I get it.
Yeah. Second from the top, we have "Animation Sensation."
Ooh, I like that one.
It rhymed.
I like that one.
I loved it. It rhymed. And then the top one here, you actually have to find us on social media to get it, but it says number 1, cartoon, Tune, cartoon.
That's the worst one.
And it's number 1.
I don't even want to put any songs in that category.
No, it's going to be great. It's going to be great.
It's going to be everything is 4 and below.
So we're going to start with a just kind of the classic cartoon that the good old-fashioned American cartoon, The Simpsons.
I wrote down one thing for this song, and it's First Ballot Hall of Famer.
Oh, wow. You're going to have a fight.
You don't like the Simpsons theme song?
I don't like theme songs that don't have words as much as I like theme songs that do have words. It's very catchy, and I get it, but it's just the Simpsons, and then the catchy music, but I don't like the theme song as much.
But it's Danny Elfman.
I don't disagree that Danny Elfman's amazing. But comparatively to a theme song that has words, it's not as good for me.
Looking at other cartoons on this list, I think sometimes words make the song worse. This is just a classic example of... I won't do it all because I don't know if we can get away with that. But it's iconic. Like, it is one of the most iconic theme songs of cartoon, just anything in general. It is just, it's great.
It doesn't help that I was never a big Simpsons person.
That might be it.
I had it animation sensation, so second on the second tier.
I had mine bottom of the list
So-
with
so
the
I think Rob would
other
be
music that didn't have words.
I win. So next we have, this is my favorite one growing up, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Ooh, so good.
No.
I definitely had that like high middle of
Really?
list for me.
Explain.
I liked it. It wasn't as catchy and thematic as some of the other ones. I liked a lot of the ones that definitely told a story and told you what the show was about. Was really good. And then some of the ones that just had some really interesting music stylings, I think overtook that.
I think Charlie and I are going to disagree about every single song. This is a classic, but it's not that great of a song.
I'm actually I'm kind of in the middle, so I love it because it's nostalgic for me. But when I went back to listen to it, if we're going to just talk about the song itself, da 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 da
Right.
da 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 da. It's just like the chromatic goes up.
Yeah.
It's turtle power. It's not what I would call great,
Right.
but it's nostalgic for me. So I actually just kind of put it in the middle. It draws my attention.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Okay,
I'll put it there.
I like it when we all agree. This one is I'm just, you know what? I'll let you guys talk about it for a little bit. Tiny Toons.
Tiny Toons sucks. The song sucks. It is legitimately so annoying. I wrote down...
It was the exact
I
opposite.
hate it. It is literally
It's number 2 on my list.
The song starts, we're tiny, we're toony, we're all a little loony. I fucking hate it.
Good God.
Is it the voices?
Just everything about it. The song is generic. The lyrics suck.
It's one of the ones for me that told a story about what the show was going to be about.
No, I don't want that. I just want a good song, and it's not a good song.
I am going to love this whole list because they're on the opposite end, and I always just get to side with one of them. I don't have to make a decision. It's great.
You're always Switzerland, right?
I love it.
side,
I love it.
Think your own thoughts.
I do. I actually pre-made out a list this time. Yeah, so I have my own thoughts this time. So you love it because of the storytelling, right?
The storytelling, I used to watch that show as a kid, so I enjoyed it. And I thought it was fun.
No.
We'll get to a fun one later. I'm actually on Nathan where
Oh,
it
yes.
annoyed me. It annoyed, and I love because I love.
Is it the voices?
It is because I love lyrics. I love lyrics and songs. I'm with you on that. But for some reason, this one, like we're tiny, we're hoony, we're at Acme University, and it just drove me insane. So I actually had.
Did you feel the same way about the Animaniacs one?
No, we'll get there. That's
Okay.
like near the top.
I know.
I love that one. I love that one. So I actually had it at near the bottom too. Back to the drawing board.
So then, will I bring it up to sketchy at best then?
I think so.
No. This is below Back to the Drawing Board.
No.
This song shouldn't even been written.
No.
Yes.
That's too harsh.
That's harsh.
One
Come
of
on,
the
now.
worst songs I've ever heard.
Babs and Buster didn't deserve that.
Yeah, they did.
We are going to go on to the next one, which is just awful. Inspector Gadget.
Yep. Bottom of my
Awful.
list.
Yeah.
Literally last one on my
Yeah.
list.
I wrote, love it. Hard not to nod your head to it. What? You don't like Inspector Gadget theme song? That is one of the best theme songs ever written.
It's not.
What?
It's
yes,
not.
Yes. Whatever. Just put it low on the list.
That was,
Where'd you put it on your list?
Lyrics wise, go
Second
Gadget, go. Dun, dun,
I don't
dun,
like
dun.
lyrics. I like
I
the
know you
tune. We've already discussed that.
It's very Addams Family esque.
Sure.
And so the Addams Family did it first.
Oh.
Inspector Gadget.
See, that's fun.
It was boring to me. I think I liked the opening theme video better.
Oh, it was awesome.
Because the opening theme video was cool.
Do you guys remember how terrible the Matthew Broderick
Yes.
version movie?
Yes.
Don't even bring it up.
I dragged my mom to the theaters to see that.
The one thing that they got right in that movie was the theme song. The theme still kicks ass.
I didn't re-listen to that one.
We'll put it with Tiny Toons to keep it even here. Keep Switzerland.
That's fair.
That's fair. This was a surprise one for me. I forgot how great this was. Cat Dog.
Oh, so good.
Cat Dog was good.
So good.
Yeah, it was funky.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I liked
the
it.
funk was what really
Yeah.
that was where I was talking about like different musical stylings.
Right.
And that one really did it for me. That was number 3 on my list.
Oh wow! See, for me, it was middling, but like I liked it.
I had a little higher than middling, so I
Yeah.
was So we're animation sensation Cat Dog.
Wow.
So far, nothing is number 1 cartoon.
We may not have one, and we may not have one. This is gonna be kind of crazy. Which one?
Because it's not funny.
Did anyone? I actually watched an episode of Cat Dog since I was just to see. It's not good.
It's not.
Really?
It's not
It's not.
good.
I haven't seen it since I was like so little. That
Well, I'm nervous to go back and watch like the Angry Beavers as well
Because
yeah.
those are like the highlights.
they were so good, but I'm so
no.
nervous. Next one is one that everyone knows: SpongeBob SquarePants.
Dead middle of my list.
I think I'd agree. SpongeBob is one of my 2 favorite cartoons growing up. I'm
What's the
obsessed.
other? Oh, we're gonna get
We'll
to
get
it.
to it.
Actually,
You know what it
I know
is.
yours. We're gonna get
I was
to
gonna
it.
say, is it Rocket Power? Because it should be Rocket Power.
It's not Rocket Power.
Okay, true story about Rocket Power. My wife gets mad at me because our child is named Ray, and it's not short for what I call him, but I always call him Raymundo because of
There you
Rocket
go.
Power. And it's not short for that word. Yeah.
See, yeah, I think this is a great theme song in terms of, popularity, recognizability, but the last half of it is just SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with putting it.
They got a little
lower.
lazy.
Yeah, I
It
guess,
is, but
I
nautical
guess.
nonsense
But
is
the
something
way
I wish.
the way it started though is it started off so strong.
It did. Oh gosh. So you guys are middling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
'Cause
go a
I'm
little
middle-
above middling, but I'm fine with right dead in the middle.
I was
That's fair.
middling actually as
Yeah.
well. So it is.
I'm
It
surprised
draws my
Fairly Odd
attention.
Parents was not on this list.
What's that?
I'm surprised the Fairly Odd Parents one was not on this list.
So,
pretty good theme, if I
just to
remember.
let all you fans know, something to look forward to down the road. We will have a part 2 to this, not next week, but just keep your ears open for when it comes, because I had a list of about 30 cartoons, and I had to dwindle it down,
Wow.
because of time constraints. So we'll have a part 2 later in life.
Okay.
We'll get there. So next one we have here is the Rugrats.
Down at the bottom for me. I love the show itself,
Don't watch it.
but again, don't rewatch it.
Don't do
Oh.
it. Dude, the parents are awful. They are the most oblivious. Those kids are out forever. Like they just, yeah.
You're not wrong.
They're the worst parents.
I do like it because it correlates with Doctor Who, because Tommy Pickles is technically Not canonically, but he's like a Time Lord because he carries around a screwdriver. There's Daleks and a TARDIS in the show at some point.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I never knew all that.
But I actually agree with Charlie on this. I did not like it. It sounded like the background music to Animal Crossing.
Whoa.
After a while, it just gets so
Don't you hate
old
on
and
Animal
so
Crossing?
tiring. I'm not hating on Animal Crossing. I mean, the music's just as repetitive as the game itself, but...
I had a
Just because your girlfriend plays Animal Crossing
No,
all day, every
she
day.
loves it. She loves it. It's just not for me. That's all it is.
I had it in the middle and the bottom, and the only reason I thought it was okay, that's because it just, out of all the songs, this one actually matched the show.
It definitely
when
did.
it came to like just how it sounded to the show itself. But otherwise, I had it. Yeah, it was sketchy at best.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can go sketchy at
That's
best.
fine.
Next, we have the Flintstones.
See, it wasn't as good as I remember it being.
Why is that?
I know. I don't know. When
They
I
had
watched
your lyrics. They had your exposition lyrics.
They did.
That's all. That's what you're looking for.
That's not all I'm looking for. But I don't know. I didn't connect with it. I didn't feel as good as I did when I was listening to the other ones.
Yeah, I put it pretty low too. This is one of those examples, just like Tiny Toons, where I think the lyrics are just not like good, not creative, not. I mean, it's literally just describing. There's friend Flintstone. Well, no, that was just
Yeah, that's
Hold on a second.
That's not the
But
gist.
yeah, they explain that friend Flintstone, he goes home to his family, then they drive to see Barney Rubble and the next door neighbors, and they talk about them in the song. It's just like, we don't need to do this.
Yeah.
The best part of the whole thing is him sliding down the tail
Yeah.
of the. Is it Brachiosaurus?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just sliding down the tail.
Which
See, that's not even part of the song.
I didn't realize.
It's the beginning, guys. Isn't it?
Right,
Before
yeah.
the song starts, yeah.
I didn't realize that The Simpsons like kind of parodied that, or not necessarily
Oh, yeah,
parodied it,
yeah.
but you know, with Homer Simpson.
I actually had this at the very bottom.
Okay,
Yeah, so
I'm fine with that. It's definitely bottom.
Are we gonna go back to the drawing board with the Flintstones?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm fine with
Oh
that.
wow, this is controversy here. Okay, this is huge. So now Nathan's gonna get it just super animated. We're gonna go Scooby Doo.
This is my second, my other favorite cartoon. I will say that, kind of throwing you guys off guard, I'm including also in this, not only the original Scooby-Doo theme song, but I'm also going to include Simple Plan's version of the theme song and what's
I don't know if I've even heard that.
Oh my God.
Good.
Yes. Well, okay, so let me talk about the original for a second. The original is very Beatles-esque.
Yeah,
Yes.
It's like just pure Beatles.
Exactly.
And
That's what I thought when I heard it.
it fits the time. Everything. Yeah,
Yes,
it's great.
it fits the time. The music's catchy. The lyrics are actually like somewhat decent. And then they rebooted the show in like the mid 2000s, and Simple Plan just came out with this flame, straight flame.
I should go listen to
Scooby-Doo
that.
I know. I'm
theme
kind of
song.
excited about this now. I actually thoroughly love this song.
I absolutely love this one.
because it had the lyrics, which I could sing in my head all day long, but it doesn't tell you, like, it doesn't just lay down the plot. It just
Right.
tells you things about the show in there, and it's a wonderful song. I could just listen to it.
This was like number 4 on my
This
list.
was number 2 for me, actually.
Are we gonna do it?
Are we doing this? Is this number 1 cartoon?
I just don't want to.
If we were to stop this right now and I were to play you Simple Plan's theme song, you would immediately jump it all the way to the top.
I'll accept it, but I don't want to give. I don't
let's-
want to give Rob the satisfaction of us putting it there.
We'll ostracize it until after you listen to the Simple Plan
All right.
theme song,
All
and
right.
then we could.
So
lower
are we
it.
leaving it down for right now? Or what are we
No,
doing?
we'll put it.
We'll
We'll
put
put
it
it
up top. Okay.
Number 1 cartoon.
God, I'm so clever. I'm
so
so
dumb.
good. I'm clever.
So dumb.
This next one is a super popular one, but it is what it is. Family Guy.
Family Guy was middle of the list for me.
That's kind of where I had it.
As a song, yes, but I think in terms of like the visuals that go along with it, it's some of the best.
So it's a wonderful, like one of the most famous sitcom songs for All in the Family. It's a giant parody of that,
Right.
essentially, which is awesome. It's great. But otherwise, I mean, it is what it is. I
Yeah.
don't know. Like, it's a nice show band, that kind of thing. But I don't know. I had it kind of in the middle.
Could it be possible that we've listened to it so
Too
much
many-
that
too much.
like it's just like now we know what it is, but
Yeah.
like if we only heard it a few times or like we just saw it for the first time, we'd be like, wow, that was really
That's good.
creative and pretty good.
See, here is where, and maybe this is because I'm dumb. I don't know. Cartoon theme songs from like, I'm going to say 2002 and before are so good. And for some
So
reason,
good.
something happened. And I'm going to CV sitcoms. just for some reason, something happened to
Yeah.
theme songs to where they just don't.
They stopped
They're
caring
the same.
because they want to put all their content in the show and not hook you at the beginning.
But I want a good theme song.
Yeah, you're not
I
wrong.
mean, all
I
you
do
gotta
too.
do is pay for a theme song once, basically.
Right.
So it's not that big of an investment.
You could
I don't
be,
know why
and you could be like on the radio with Billboard. Like, look at the Friends. I'll be there with you. Dude,
Yeah.
Cops, Bad Boys
Oh,
was a
Wow.
top 10 Billboard song at the time.
it's crazy.
So, what are we doing with Family Guy? It's in the middle for me. It's just
I'd
what
say
it is.
slightly above
I
the
would
middle.
I would go right in the middle for me.
Okay.
Okay, so we're it draws my attention. These puns are great. We're gonna go to my favorite, DuckTales.
DuckTales.
Number one for me.
Number one. For
Number
me.
one for
Well,
me.
not number one, but it's
Okay.
number one.
So good.
It's absolutely.
Yeah, it's-
Can we talk
so
about
good.
that horn line?
Yes.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da.
And then the new version too.
Oh,
New
it's
version
so
2 is
good,
really
yes.
good. The reboot version has a better.
You nailed it. No, you killed that.
So catchy. So catchy.
Oh my gosh, this theme song. So it actually reminds me of, I don't know if you guys remember Rosanna from Toto. Meet you all the way, banana, Rosanna. Yeah.
Vaguely.
Yeah.
Vaguely, yeah.
It has that same feel through a lot of with the horn. It's just so good. Like literally, when I hear them
Horn
play,
is so underused.
oh, they killed it. Oh my gosh, this song. Everyone, just put it on your Spotify playlist. Just listen to it in the mix with your Kanye West and Chance the Rapper. Like it should be just blended
Between
in.
listening to Kanye and Three Guys Walking to a Bar podcast, DuckTales.
DuckTales theme song. That's yeah.
That's actually perfect.
Right? I would listen to that every day.
It's so good. Oh, so good. Next, we're gonna have South Park.
So I watched South Park, enjoyed it, but I never really followed the show. But re-listening to the theme song gave me a newfound respect for this theme song.
Oh, nice.
Because I don't know if you guys know this or how you listened to the theme song, but every few years it changes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Every few years, Kenny's lines change. The lyrics to Kenny's lines are actually different, and one year Timmy does the lyrics to the lines.
Wait, hold on. Kenny has lines. I thought it was just muffled.
Go listen to it with lyrics, and you can read along with it. They're the most vulgar lines you've ever heard.
I don't know if this is a fact, but I'm pretty sure it is. When they're writing the scripts for the episodes, they write actual lines for Kenny.
Oh, absolutely.
And they just
Really?
muffle them.
Like I said, when
he
you
actually has
when you
words.
listen to the theme song with Kenny's lines going along with it, you can hear it. It's there, and you're like, he's saying things. He
Okay.
is, and they're vulgar.
Okay, good to know. So how do we feel about the tune?
I mean, I like it as well.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
It was
I mean,
it was upper middle for me.
That's
yeah,
where
actually, I like that a lot.
That's where I had it because that and Cat Dog similar
Yeah.
feel with
Funk got a little
Yep.
jig to it. Yeah.
So yeah, I had it right there. Animation sensation. Now we're gonna get to one that I feel like is gonna draw some controversy. This is the final one. Animaniacs.
that was upper middle.
I feel like Nathan's gonna go on a rant.
He's gonna go below because I would assume it's the voices again.
But here's where I loved it. This I'm gonna talk about it real fast before you jump in there. They bring Bill Clinton into the lyrics.
That was the one good part. That's the one good thing I had about the song. For me, it just basically sounded exactly the same as Tiny Toons. I did not like this one bit. I hated it. These two I hated.
It almost like the whole song broke the fourth wall.
It absolutely did.
And I didn't
but that
even-
was the whole thing the Animaniacs did.
Oh, it was
like
so
they were
intense.
they were like fourth wall breaking before Deadpool did it.
I need to rewatch the show. I feel like
It was so good, and I didn't remember that Pinky and the Brain was part of Animaniacs. I thought they were their own separate thing.
Oh, I didn't know that either. Okay. But yeah, there's a wonderful line where it's something wacko wax, and Bill Clinton plays the sax.
He's just there in the video too. It's so funny.
I was just like, oh, cool. I actually, you had it near the bottom because it was annoying. I loved it. I had it.
All right.
Yeah.
It's better than Tiny Toons.
That's way better than Tiny Toons.
So,
I don't know where you had it.
Like I said, I had it upper middle.
Upper middle. Okay. We'll go animation sensation.
Yeah,
Wow.
It's better than Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
it is.
No.
No. Gosh. All right. So that was our tier list there. I'm gonna see if I can read through these and not laugh hysterically. We'll start from the bottom with back to the drawing board. Just the Flintstones. That show ended, so I don't think they're gonna retry.
No.
But that's fine. Sketchy at best is Tiny Toons, Inspector Gadget, and Rugrats. It draws my attention is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, SpongeBob SquarePants, and Family Guy. The animation sensations, this is our largest group actually, guys. It's The Simpsons, Cat Dog, South Park, and Animaniacs. And the number one cartoons, God, so good, so good,
No.
is Scooby-Doo and DuckTales.
There it is. There it is. All right, we're going to jump into Cocktail of the Week and finish this off this week. It's going to be called the Nutty Russian. It's a really good take on a White Russian. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a glass. I've been doing it with coffee ice cubes. So just freeze some coffee, put them in an ice cube, throw them in a glass. Then put an ounce and a half of Kahlua, an ounce and a half of Screwball peanut butter whiskey, which is delicious, and then top that with about 3 ounces of milk to make it creamy and delicious, kind of like a creamy peanut butter. And then stir that up together. So good. So good. All right, well, we're going to thank Jennifer from Noblesville for the awesome suggestion for the topic this week. Don't forget to email us with suggestions as well as any stories you want us to tell on air. Bar's closed.